mommy friends, welcome to my channel, Danielle's Perfect Home. On my channel I discuss everything homeschool, homemaking. If that is any interest to you, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. Hey mommy friends, welcome back to those who are already subscribed. As you can already tell, mommy friends, I am doing a requested video today, and that is on the Easy Peasy Fourth Reader. I'm going to be doing a flip through of each book and this workbook here and explain everything that goes on with this Easy Peasy Fourth Reader. Before we get started with that, I just want to let you mommy friends know that this is Easy Peasy is an online homeschool curriculum. When you get the books, then that is doing the offline versions, and you will have to get everything that is required for that level in print for the offline version. If you're doing the online version, it is completely free. It's on the computer for your child to do. All you have to do is go to the Easy Peasy website, which I will link in the description bar down below, in the description box down below. Also, you want to make sure that you are getting the right level for your child. When I first started Easy Peasy, I got a level that was too easy for my son, and then now we are doing a fourth reader because this is where he is at. And I will leave down in the description box as well as their placement test when it comes to placing your child in the Easy Peasy schooling system, I'm going to call it. I also have level 1 if you're interested in the first reader. So this is the one we did with my son when he was in second grade. I believe we did the Easy Peasy first reader. It was kind of easy for them, but this year I am swerving back around the block and I'm doing this for my rising second graders. Hence the two workbooks here. They're exactly the same. I'm just doing this reading curriculum this up and coming school year with my daughters. So if you would like to, if you would like to see a flip through of this one and more information about that, just let me know and I will do a separate video pertaining to it. This school year we'll be doing the Easy Peasy fourth reader. Here's the workbook for the offline curriculum, and then here is the readers that you would need. Now these are in 2 books for the entire 180 days. As you can see, it says 1 through, you start at day 1 and then you end at 180. So it has a whole school year of reading in here. So everything you need is pretty much in this one book. Well, these 2 books actually. So I'm going to open it up. Here is the first page, and it just lets you know this is volume 4, the second edition. And here, right here, is the content. So this is what is included in this reader. You have the McGuffey, the third electric reader they will be doing. You have the Swiss Family Robinson story. You have the Peterkin's Papers selections. I hope I'm saying that right. The Railway Children, and then you have the answers in the back of the book, and then you have the about section. On the following page, it tells you how to use this reader. Okay, so it says welcome to Easy Peasy's all-in-one homeschool 4th reader lessons 1 through 90. We hope you enjoy curling up with this book of books. This is the first half of Easy Peasy's offline version of its assignments for the first half of Reading 4. The novels and poetry included are found in the public domain and have been gathered here along with everyday's assignment directions. There are differences between this course and the online version because some reading assignments are not found in the public domain and has been replaced. In addition to the readings, online lessons and activities from the Easy Peasy website have been replaced with offline versions found in this book. This is only the first half of the course, lessons 1 through 90. The rest of the course is an Easy Peasy Fourth Reader, lessons 91 through 81, which that is referring to this book here. So I'm going to flip through some pages with you, my friends. This is in black and white. It's very simple and it's straight to the point. For reading for us, we only do 20 minutes of reading every day. My son does 20 minutes of reading every day, and he can knock out. I love about this curriculum because it's open and go, and he can knock it out in 20 minutes or probably less. So this will be lesson 1. Let me zoom out a little bit. So here is lesson 1. As you can see, it tells you lesson 1. Here's the directions here. It tells your child to write quench, dismay, and retort. Each on its own line. Pay attention to these words while you read. Read stories 1 through 5 in the McGuffey Third Electric Reader. Guess what you think these words mean. Look up each word and answer the selections. If you are right, write the correct definition of each word of the words. Sorry, I'm butchering it. So you would read this first, understand this, grasp it, and what is asking for you and your child to do for this lesson. And then here is the story that they're reading for today. So this is the first story, I'm guessing, in the McGuffey Third Electric Reader. And then for lesson 2, okay, so they're still reading this. This is lesson 1. And then they're still doing this. This is part of lesson 1. And then this is part of lesson 1 as well. Oh, I need to move this, sorry. This is part of lesson 1 as well. And then as you can see, it says lesson 2. So that's day 2. So they will be doing this page for lesson 1, this page for lesson 1, this page for lesson 1, this page still for lesson 1, and this page for lesson 1, and stop here at lesson 2. And then lesson 2 will be the next day. So you can see how much reading is done in this fourth reader. And that was just lesson 2. So on that first day, they're doing a lot of reading. The second day, wait, I don't think they are. One, 2, 3. Okay, so clearly you can see that day 1 reading is longer than days 2. So this is part of day 2 reading here. You're reading here, and you're also writing those words and finding the definitions. And then you're doing here, this is how much they have to read. And then here they're answering questions after they read this section here. And then as you can see, the next day for lesson 3, this is what all they're doing today. You start off with these 2, you read, and then you follow up with these 2. Then the following day, you're starting off with these 2, you read your section, and then you end it with these questions here. So they will need a reading journal, but what I'm noticing is some of the activities are in the Easy Peasy Fourth Reader workbook. And I will make sure I will link everything I'm mentioning in the description box below. So here is where it starts. It tells you what lesson it starts and what lesson each activity pairs with. So the first one is lesson 1. Not all lessons are going to have a worksheet in this workbook. So for lesson 1, and I'm assuming because it says write down those words. So when it says write down these words here, in the workbook, here they go. They have it in the workbook here. And you would just review and read out loud the words and their meanings. So that's what they'll be doing for lesson 1 in their workbook. And then I believe the next one starts in here at lesson 6. So again, when they ask to write down words, here is lesson 6. Read the poem from story 11 in the McGuffey Third Electric Reader. Here is the poem from story here. And then it tells them to write forge. And then also it has this activity here to go with it as well in the workbook, lesson 6. So it tells you what to do here, answer the questions. You also have more questions here. And then they have some little bit more reading here. And then they have a vocabulary section here. and a vocabulary section here, which is kind of the same here in the book, is the vocabulary. Yep. So instead of writing his book, he can just write some of the things in his workbook. So I can use this book for his sisters when they are on the next level of readers. So I'm going to stop rambling and kind of show you some more lessons. Let me show you how the stories look in here. Let's go to a story and not a reader. So let's do the page 65. Okay, so it stops the reader there and it starts. Here is, read this summary of the Swiss family Robertson. So here's a summary. It does have some artwork in black and white throughout this reader. So here is how it will give you the directions and what to do before you start reading. Then it gives you the text to read. See, that's chapter 1. This is still a continuation of chapter 1. Here is still a continuation of chapter 1, more of chapter 1. Then this is for tomorrow. You have your directions and questions here. And then now you're going to read chapter 2 for the following day. Chapter 2, chapter 2, chapter 2, chapter 2. And chapter 2 ends here, and then it will be the next day. Lesson 24, and then you're going to read chapter 3. Read the questions, know what your child is doing. Have your child answer those questions. Then do the reading of chapter 3. This is still part of chapter 3. This is part of chapter 3. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 the next day. Then it says lesson 25. Then you're going to read chapter 4. And then, and then all the questions here. And then read chapter 4. Still 4. I hope I'm explaining this to you, mommy friends. And it's pretty much the same layout through the entire book. So you just have to figure out if your child is on this reading level. As I mentioned before, I did my son. We did a placement test, and this is the level he is at. And this is what the answer section looks like. Just give you the answers plain and simple. So that is book 1 through 90. So let's flip through the other book and look at the table of contents. It will let you know that this is the second book. And it starts immediately off at lesson 91. You already know, you read your questions, then or the directions and questions. Then you read your text here. That's a given. You read your text still, and then the next day. Where is the table of contents? Okay, so the table of contents in this one is The Railway Children concluded, A Little Princess, The Perkins Papers continued, The Storybook of Science, The Perkinson's Paper concluded, Answers and About. So this pretty much has the same as the other book. And this will be my son's reading curriculum for 5th grade. I'm pretty excited about it, and I can't wait to dive into these stories with him. Last year we did have like a blooper with reading. He was reading books, but I wasn't reading the books with him, so I really didn't know what was going along with the books. And I found that when he was answering his questions, the questions weren't detailed questions of the book or whatnot that he just read, and doing it that way was not working for us. So I figured to just go back and do easy peasy reading curriculum, where everything is here and I can just listen to him read to me the stories. And also on days that he doesn't feel like reading or I don't feel like reading, we can always log into the easy peasy website and do some of those, listen to some of those stories. So I love easy peasy because it is affordable and it is very convenient, open and go. And it's just one of those things that you don't have to think about when planning, because it's all planned out for you. And I want to show you the table of contents, like kind of side by side. It's pretty much the same stories. Let's see if I can get this one in here. Here are the table of contents. So it pretty much has the same thing, but this one has the reader in it. You'll still be continuing the Perkins paper, and you start a new story here, A Little Princess. That's not included here. And yeah, you see some similarities in what your child will be reading for the entire school year, which I love that. I think my son will enjoy this reading this up-and-coming school year. Not that he didn't like what we did last year. This one is just more structured. And I'm going to do a flip through of this workbook. I know I showed a little bit of it in the video. And it just pretty much tells you that this is an offline curriculum of vocabulary puzzles and games for easy peasy all-in-one homeschool reading course for level 4. We've modified and expanded upon the online activities available at the Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool website, which has the website here, so that your child can work offline if desired. Whether you use the online or offline version or a continuation of both, your child will enjoy these supplements to their Easy Peasy reading course. And then here it just tells you how to use this workbook. This workbook is designed to be used as a complement to the Easy Peasy Readers curriculum, either the online or offline version. It provides ample activities to help your child master the vocabulary, words, in lesson 4. For each given lesson, use the activity list to pick up an activity and have your child work on it. Here's our suggestions. Here's their suggestions how to use the workbook. So let's get flipping. Something cute for them to color. Here's the activity list. Like I mentioned earlier, it tells you the lesson that each page correlates to. And I wish I could zoom out a little more without it changing the quality. Alrighty, mommy friends, that will conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I explained this curriculum to you, mommy friends, where you get the point. And if your child don't mind a black and white curriculum and you want to save some coins this up and coming school year and you don't want to be purchasing a lot of books, I would definitely recommend Easy Peasy. Everything is just all in one, simple here. And I believe I paid less than $30 for these books here. I will link everything in the description box below if you're interested. Again, thank you so much, mommy friends, for watching this. Please give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.